In this video, we're going to talk about portable speakers, and I'm going to be reviewing the Soundcore Motion Boom. We're also going to do an in-depth technical review to review the actual sound on the speaker. I won't be doing that. I have a friend who's a music producer, and he's going to run you through that. Now, I've been using the JBL Flips for many a year, and one thing that really has kind of disappointed me about them is the battery. Now, this is the second one where the battery has died. I tried to buy a replacement battery and fix it myself, but the battery is bulged inside, so it can only ever be used plugged in, which is a pretty big downside for a portable speaker. So about the same time I was looking for a replacement, Soundcore reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review one of their products. This is the Soundcore Motion Boom. So to give a fair test, I've got a JBL Flip5, brand new, never been used before. They have a similar price point, so I'd like to do a little bit of a review comparing these head to head. Now, when I spoke to Soundcore, one of the things I was hoping to buy was a speaker that I could use both in my house, and then when I take it out of the house, I can take it on van trips. Rather than have two speakers, I thought it'd be cooler to buy one speaker that I could use for all applications. And they said, no problem, they have the SoundCore MotionBoom Plus, which is obviously a beefier product, and it goes for about $180. So clearly this video is a paid review, but they pay me to do the review, not what to say. So I'll be as honest as I can be about the products and how they perform. So just to go over these products, like, how are they? Now, they're actually quite light. They look quite large, but they're quite light. And the construction of them, the plastic moldings, the grills, it all feels very, very robust, which is something you generally want from a speaker if it's going to be your outdoor travel speaker. The front grill is metal, feels very strong. I can't deform it with my thumb. And on the end, you have the woofers. And on the front, you have your smaller mid speakers, or in the case of the large one, you have two tweeters as well. On the back, you have the plug, which is a waterproof plug, I would imagine. You are able to charge your things off the battery, so it has a USB port, so you can charge things on the go. It has a charging point, and the MotionBoom Plus, the large one, has an aux input. The smaller one doesn't, it's only Bluetooth. The large one too, again, it looks heavy, but it's not really that heavy. And it also has a carry strap, so you can carry it around, some kind of boombox style, and both of them have this sort of bass feature, so basically you press the bass button and everything is like that, a little bit deeper and richer. It also has a pairing mode where you can pair one speaker with another one and they'll play together, which can be cool because you can have like proper stereo thing, or if you're using it to set up a party, van life party outside or whatever, then you can kind of really surround the party with sound. They're both waterproof, they float, you can just chuck it in and it'll be fine, which is a pretty good feature for an outdoor speaker. Alongside this, you have the Soundcore app, and within the Soundcore app, you have different presets for the equalizer, but we also have custom, so we can pretty much set the levels however we want within the speaker, and that'll be how it'll play whatever input we're putting into it. So it's quite nice to be able to adjust and tweak it, and also with whatever you're doing here, if you press the bass button, it will just pump the bass that a little bit more. All that's very good, but the most important thing is, how does it sound? So the idea is that I can have this speaker here, it will serve my living room, do my house life, and then when I want to go van life, I can just take this with me. Just giving this a brief test. Now we're at half. It's pretty loud. It's like definitely loud enough for this room. Wow. It's pretty cool. So the only problem with me doing a review on the sound of these speakers is that I really don't know anything about sound. However, my man here, Fede, is literally a music producer. So he knows everything about sound, and we're going to go through these. First, we're going to head-to-head these, see how they sound, see how they compare. So first, we're going to play something on the JBL Flip5. This is about 50% volume, and now we're going to switch it over to the other device.
You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype.
So what's your opinion?
Well, they are quite different. Like, it's surprisingly good, like the black one. I mean, how it works. It's wow. Like, I'm impressed. Like, having them next to each other is like wow.
I mean, this is obviously a smaller speaker, so like, you know, if you look at the woofers, they're like quite a big difference in size, but they're actually, this one's a cheaper product than this one. What would you say is better about the Soundcore Motion Boom compared with the Flip5?
Well, I mean, the first things to notice is the room that it creates. Like, the blue one can have, I mean, whatever the feature it has, but in the Soundcore, because maybe of the size of the speaker, it creates like a room feeling, and you can walk around on wherever you are playing it or driving, and you have a better experience. Within the other, you have to be really close to the speaker to enjoy the feeling. That's the feeling is the first things to notice.
So now what we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to press the little bass boost button. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, it depends on the genre and the use you are doing with it. Like, if you're dancing with your friends or you're playing it really loud, I think you would enjoy it a lot, like the bass booster.
Okay, so I think with that, we've got a general verdict. We have to appreciate that they are different products. This is much smaller, but this one is more expensive. So if you're buying for sound quality for van life, based on expert ears and also my wallet, this one is the better buy, in my opinion. You know, this is obviously a more compact product, but this is a better product and you get better quality sound for your money. Now what we're going to do in-depth analysis of the Soundcore MotionBoom Plus. We're going to look at individual frequencies. We're going to see how it performs across the spectrum of sound. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll first just play some music on this, and then we can just talk about how it sounds in general from low volume to high volume, and then we'll do the technical analysis using your equalizer software. So now we're playing at low volume, and then we'll play the same thing at high volume. Feel high? Yeah. So what do you think?
Well, I mean, I would like equalize in with the low volume and with just enhance a little bit of the mid-range in the guitars and the percussion, and maybe lower in the little bit of the bass. Then when it's loud, you can notice that the bass isn't that boost as in the low volume try, but the mid-range and the high range, they are more enhanced, and this is because how we perceive sound also.
Yeah.
Know how the thing works. So we would go and press the bass button when it's loud, so we can like have
get more bass compared with higher range.
And in the middle range of volume, it's just perfect. You wouldn't need.
Yeah. So what we can do you want to try it? We can try equalizing using their app, and then we can just see how it sounds based on that. So I can just play, and you can.
Yeah.
So in general, what's your opinion on like the quality of the sound? This is $180 US. What do you think?
I think it's really good for the price that it is, and the size that it has, the hours that it lasts, and also something that I love, that it's a lightweight thing.
Yeah.
This is really good. This is really good. Normally, like high-end quality speakers are really heavy, like you just like and yeah, it's just good to have a lighter version of it. Yeah.
So what we do now is we'll get your laptop, we'll plug it in the aux so we didn't have any weird interference, and we're going to do an actual technical test just to assess how it is across all the frequencies using your equalizer software. So Fede's using Ableton, which is a music production software, and he's going to use that to test each different frequency of the speaker.
We will see, like for example, in a low frequency it will sound maybe super low, and in the mid-range it will sound super loud, and this is because of the components of the speakers and what they are able to actually reproduce. I mean, this is just a simple beat that I started this morning. So we will take a look first at the lows. Okay, so let's go upper. You can see like how the bass is located in the mid-range actually. Like, so as we see now, it's more in the mid and the high range when the speakers like kind of perform better. No, for we need like a lot of energy, maybe pumping up the volume in the bass frequency to notice what's going on there.
What does this tell you about this speaker in general?
Well, it's telling me that it's actually really good. Like I'm used to work on an everyday basis with flat monitors, studio monitors. So, and now what I mix there, it sounds good and fair in here. So, like it reproduces like really high quality for what it is. No, a portable outdoor speaker. I mean, it's hi-fi. Like we can say it's hi-fi. Like it's, yeah, I mean. It can work for even audio production, or if you're DJing with your friends, you can connect your controller to this and have a good time. Definitely, like it's really good.
Well, there you have it, from an expert, not from an amateur. It's a good speaker, extremely good for its size, and in my opinion, for $180, that's really good value for money. I can use that in my house, I can use it for a van life party, I can take it to the beach, we can take it to the swimming pool. I think that's a really great value for money, and the fact that it's got a 20-hour playback time, that's amazing. It will do your whole party, and also probably still support the guys who are going, like 8, 9, 10 in the morning still. So yeah, so I think overwhelmingly the review is, especially for the money, it's a brilliant speaker. I'm impressed with it. Fede seems pretty impressed with it. So I think to sum it up, yeah, if you're looking for something like this, it's a good buy. Which one do you prefer, Taker?
Yeah. She knows.
If you ever had this one. She prefers the MotionBoom Plus. And we didn't even pay her to do that.